What's up, YouTube? So I figured I'd do a sketchbook tour because I finished the sketchbook, and during the making I was like, OMG, I can't wait to post this on YouTube, even though I haven't posted since the Ice Age. It's pretty chunky. It's not like curdled milk chunky, but it's good enough. To start off, these are the 7 billion OCs I have as of this sketchbook, so if you thought this was too much, then let me read you the Code of Hammurabi. So this is a disaster. This is supposed to be my OC Dina. She's an Iberian wolf and I've had her since 2019. And the freak leak beside her is Reese, who's supposed to be based off of like the 2020 TikTok era, like, you know, Monster Energy, and probably had one of those like weird bunny hats. The first few pages in here look very unconfident, and that's because I'm more comfortable with digital art. Anyways, moving on, bro. You're gonna see her wife soon. Oh, and what do you know? It's Reese. Again. So when I created Reese in 2022, he had like unlawful custody over my old OC Ruben, who's like also a 2019 OC, and he's supposed to be Claire's companion. So I give him back. Sorry about that. Bro, how do I make this shit stand? I'm just gonna put it on like a MacBook. Is that gonna work? Is that ghetto? This is my sister's Brawl Stars OC, and I don't know its name, so I'm gonna have to ask her and put it up on the screen. These are just some OC ships. Poorly drawn, poorly presented. I was supposed to reboot my Gacha Life music video with the song Replay, but I ditched it as soon as all my OCs got a new design, so oopsie. Bro, this next page was a hassle. This is Claire. She's one of my favorite OCs to draw, but same issue with the first page. I was too scared to mess up, so she lost an eye in the process. Also, when I got these pens, they said that they had cancer in them, and knowing I have OCD, I use them to overcome the fear of getting contaminated, but now it just makes me even more scared because it looks like feet. So Seer was a part of my 2014 sketchbook, and upon remaking him, I decided to draw him and F it up with some bootleg crayons.
You're never gonna know that stars are actually green.
Okay, this one's horizontal, so I'm gonna have to hold it up like a children's book. Okay, this is Yasmin. She's a total sweetheart, and she's friends with this guy named Cobra. They'd definitely be the weird kids at school, considering Cobra's like half dog or something. Also, Yasmin does not have an E in her name. Here's Orion. He's actually called a sketchbook OC because I've never drawn him in any other medium other than paper, and I'd like to keep it that way. He's an alien of some sort, and he lives in the clouds. He's sleeping right here. Here's another alien OC. This is Persa, and I'm proud of her design. She's also very sweet. I think her situation is that she's trying to find her way back on Seleucia, but ends up liking the human world, so she stays here. This second drawing of her is dastardly, though. This is when I finally felt comfortable with the line weight in my sketchbook, so why not show it with the very dapper Eliseo. Originally, he was the uwu catboy trope in Gacha Life, along with his alpha bad boy boyfriend. So I was 9 years old. Some Wendy. She's supposed to be this luxurious mother figure to the rest of my 2019 OC group, and she did get a redesign which shows that a little more, but here's some scrap drawings of her. There used to be a drawing down here, but it was like with the really goofy crayons that I was talking about, so I just went over that with some pencil crayon. Some more Reese. He's drawn a lot in this sketchbook for some reason, so you guys will know his name by then. I like the style of outlining colored pencils with actual pencil. This is giving the second Persa drawing. What was my problem, seriously? So, you would think this is a wedge of cheese, but it's actually Tatum. She's supposed to be this, like, benevolently annoying dog. She's cute. I actually do really like her. Caledon is not an OC I mess about. This is Eliseo's alpha bad boy, but we threw that dynamic in the garbage and made him sweeter than Jalebi, so. Also, I have mad beef with Staples because they printed these stickers on the wrong flip inside, so, I had to glue that on. Anyways, he's so cute, is he not? These are some drawings I made from scraps of my French work, because we don't waste paper over here. This is Cobra and his friend Yasmin, and the lovely Nasreen right here. Here's a moment of silence for her beauty. And obviously the best OC ever. Some more Tatum and Cobra. They have the sibling dynamic where you have to hand your iPad to the younger sibling after you die in Temple Run. Calling all MILFs! I don't know why her legs are doing a figure 8. So the color of these sticky notes are so disgusting, but it's okay because she served. Here's Sulian. It's Celian. I just found that out. He's a character set in a dystopian world, and he's probably one of my favorite OC designs. Also, the pencil outline wore off, but like, that's okay. This is Noemi. She's the adopted daughter of Dina and Katya. She has antisocial tendencies, and she only calls them mom when it benefits her. I love her, but she'd hate me in real life. Yo, it's Heidi and Nash. I made these two have different lifestyles from each other, but they're literally inseparable. Nash is a street guy while Heidi's a trad goth, and Heidi definitely drags him into Spencer sometimes, but it always works. I recently added Siobhan to their circle, so y'all will see her soon. I was trying to do a 3D effect with the paper, but it seems she's too attached. Also, Nash has a huge tape vein across his body. I think I was choking him when I drew him. This is a chibi drawing of Reina. She's one of my main OCs and she's a wild one. I adore her design so much because since she's a gyaro, I can mess around with whatever outfits. This was actually drawn a bit later into the sketchbook. I was flipping through some pages and then I saw that this one was blank, so I drew Saphir. He's like the second parental figure to my 2019 OCs and he can shapeshift into a dragon. He likes feminine accessories like bows and heels. But let me let you in on a little secret. He has a one-sided crush on Wendy, but Wendy is married. Yeah, and she doesn't know it. This is Claire. She looks like a plank of wood. She did get a redesign later on in the sketchbook, so y'all will see that soon. This is a really chopped drawing of my favorite character. That title goes along with Tyler. They're like inseparable. I don't freaking care. And like I was listening to the song, so then I just plastered that like the lyrics to Andrew and Drag. He's not in drag, but he has been before, so can you tell? That's me right there. Okay guys, this is Dina's wife and she's wearing her aunt's fur. She actually canonically has the longest hair out of all my OCs. Andrew's up there. Who else is up there? Caledon. Her and Dina used to have that like gacha like dynamic where it's like the bad girl and then like the weak shy girl, but don't worry, they're both baddies now. Some more Caledon and Alicio. Alicio is like a really moody and bossy character, so Cal has to be the one to calm him down. Wait, guys. He's sleeping. Don't make any noise. Anyway, I remember getting these dollar store watercolors and they are so nutsack. And this one's unironically the cutest color, but it's actually supposed to be white and it's mixed with pink. More Nash and Heidi. Heidi is infatuated with Nash and Nash feels the same, but they haven't told each other yet. Oh boy. Also, is this like an emergency throw bag? Wow. Well, my friend drew me in the arson art style, but somehow these two are the same people. I promise I'm not that one. Oh, look guys, it's Zoro. This is when I went to Ripley's aquarium and I got this octopus and I named him Chess because it was like the first word that came into my head. Here's Benji and Noemi. They have this sibling bond because Benji's a trickster by heart and Noemi lives for trouble. As you can see, it doesn't always go well. Here's Anisha. She's a part of my main OCs and she doesn't take crap from people. She hates idiots and boys and she's way more serious than Jerome. This is Bea. She's a Roblox OC I had when I quit Roblox. I used to play newbie Roblox games with my little brother, so I'd say she's kind of a doofy one. I really thought this drawing of Dina was the shit, and it's not, and I'm proud to say that because it shows how much I've improved. No one told me it was so hard to draw on receipts though. Alright, gotta hold it up like this again. This is Sugar. She was a part of my 2016 sketchbook, and I'll put her old design up on the screen versus the new one. Her design was like based off of those like old humanoid social media apps. I also got the sticker from like a bundle my friend gave me for my birthday, so thanks to her. I love me some stickers. This is a doodle of Zeke, and I don't even know what this wrapper was supposed to be from, but I know it's from like the Middle Eastern food market. Hey you! I just ate a bowl of Fruit Loops and it's climbing back up. Proportions look crazy because I didn't know anatomy back then, but Ruben is supposed to be 7'1", making him one of my tallest OCs. This drawing of Nasreen is so cheese. I probably thought it was cute back then, but it's not. Everyone welcome the baddie or Wraith. She's also one of my main OCs and she's Reina's best friend. She's a stripper and a fashion model. This is Jerome's wife, Rosalina. They never met before, but if they did, they would be tight. YouTube, let's go, make some noise. Tyler is also one of my favorite OCs and that title goes hand in hand with Andrew. My mutual calls him Macho Boy because he has green hair. So be it. He's also the sweetest guy at heart, but oh my goodness. He's also the sweetest guy at heart, but he has trouble expressing it. And I drew some strawberries because that's his favorite fruit, and I think lemons are a close second. This drawing of Reese's dog, but I like the vibe. It reminds me of a cool breeze, so I mess with it heavy. Ooh, I remember this being one of my favorite pages in my sketchbook, and I was holding this around like a gold medal. These were like baby steps into Claire's new design, and it's still pretty cute. Also, this is a Costco tag, and the washi tape doesn't even work. Anyways, you guys are gonna see Claire baking a lot because it's her hobby. She likes making them for Ruben and Caledon. Heidi and Nash, except Nash is fiending for her like crazy. I told y'all they're obsessed with each other. Ew. Okay, these are my characters singing a Tory Lanez song. I was listening to it while drawing. These two are new to the sketchbook. This is Nora Gunn and Jessica Beaumont. They're girlfriends and they came to me in a dream based off of like panty and stockings. Here's Darlene. I know it says Dolores here, but I changed that because that name belongs to the Queen of 60 Seconds and to her only. She's a character I made on my sister's Royal High account, and she's a cowgirl. Here's some drawings of Sumire. She's a spirit bear and a nurse. The earlier drawings of her in the sketchbook are kind of butt crack, but she does get a redemption arc. I got these pictures from my old biology work, so yay! This is so sweet. This is supposed to be a throwback to this gacha like music video I made with the song Last Friday Night with Claire and Nasreen. They used to be mad party animals, and this is literally their old designs. That's Claire and that's Nasreen. I wish I still had that music video. I don't, sadly. This is Nora Gunn, and for people who don't know panty unstocking, their names are like a play on their weapons. Nora just so happens to have it in her last name, and Jessica wasn't given any pun in my dream, unfortunately, but she does use a serrated bread knife because she owns a bakery. Also, I think I was watching Ryan Trahan when I drew this. Oh, hell no. Every proportion in here is so wrong because his head is smaller than a pinky toe and his body's longer than a door frame. Alicia was a very short guy. Okay, so back to my goofy crayons. I tried redeeming them, but they are so bad. They're not even the Crayola brand, and they're like super waxy. But anyways, this is another main OC. His name is Alex, and he matches everyone's freak. I actually love him so much. He's very funny. Okay, so I remember buying stickers off Temu, and booty shorts came in, so I put them on Alex. They sue him well, don't they? Okay, who told me to use marker on sketchbook paper? This is so dumb. Anyway, Sugar is based off of things about me, so she's Arrow Ace. I feel like if she was asked out, she'd assume it was this way because she's a criminal. Not me though, guys, not me. This drawing of Katya is still so fire. Also, I used to own this bread squishy back then, but I think I like ripped it on accident. I remember drawing this in my sketchbook and my sister saw it and asked if she could put a sticker on it. And out of everything, she picked out Gorda Chica. Anyways, these outfits were based on like the which partner is wearing which to sleep. And between Wendy and Amro, he'd be wearing this. And between Alicio and Caledon, Alicio would be wearing the gown and Caledon would probably be wearing nothing. This is Nasreen's husband Zaydan, and the only time you see him in the sketchbook is in chibi form, unfortunately. So back in the days, him and Benji were like tight as hell, so I drew them there. I actually have a sticker similar to this. Let me find it. This is just Jessica eating a watermelon. I think I was trying to see how much space I could take up. For the next few pages, I was pulling an all-nighter with my sister, and I was half sleeping when I drew this. Clearly had zero clue about proportions. Also Benji's like petting a dog here, which is like kind of weird. That's like seeing a cow eating a burger. Yes, I remember these as well. I put Tatum in a huge suit. Also, I had these Stitch stickers laying around, so I just put them on. Some more Brawl Stars. This was drawn by my sister, and this is Stu and Serge. She managed to make this like AU where they lived in a house, but Serge would never pay rent, and freaking Torta Chica is back. Let me try to read the stairs the way she wanted it. These are stairs. You need legs to get down. Serge made them because Stu can't use them. Why are you laughing? So Stu can never escape Serge's quotes and rent. But Serge helps every other month. I don't know how these characters interact. Maybe this makes sense, maybe it doesn't. Oh, so here's a color drawing of Parissa. If I knew I was gonna color it, I wouldn't have used like an orange marker for the outline. Finally, we got to the page with Siobhan. You can call him Sid as well, I don't care. He might be my favorite OC design by far, so I used her for the cover of my commission page. Also, this drawing was meant to be for this text, but it looks like it was for this text. I guess it's like interchangeable. There's not much to say about this except for that it's my two favorite hunks ever. I used my corny watercolors again, which messed this up entirely.
Aw, here's Caledon again. He's the cutest.
Wendy likes to braid his hair because he can't do it on his own without chewing it. So, like I said, Orion is an alien, and if he saw a mini keychain of himself, he would probably think it's voodoo. Okay, guys, on to Monette. She's a witch, and she has this like caring Hansel and Gretel situation with Cobra and Yasmin. She actually used to be Yasmin's prototype, but I made her an entirely different OC. And here's her sassy kitty. By the way, she was like unintentionally based off of like the film Room on the Broom. Here's Sumire again, and a hinted design I debated on doing for my hand, but I ditched it. I don't really like these drawings, but whatever. Oh my god, this page was so tough. I drew Raina on some construction paper, and I put lyrics to a Tory Lanez song. Also, there should be a dot there, what the hell? Some more construction paper tomfoolery, except I felt like a queen, so I tried to laminate it. So this is Chef Alon, and this is his daughter May. His wife Raquel ends up never showing in the sketchbook, sadly, so at least we have these two. Except his daughter shows him no mercy. Like, no matter how hard he tries to make her attached to him, she like probably barf and like shit her diaper in front of him. Ew, some math work. Cuphead is my life, and it's so crazy because there's an image similar to this going around from like this old Cuphead animation meme I used to watch. More math. This time we have Darlene and Georgia. Georgia is from like an OC collab with my friend, and she's cute. She's based off of like the Hello Kitty girlfriend trope. Here's some more Brawl Stars again. My sister drew this, and I don't know who this is, but here's Leon and Nita. I'll let you guys read the letter. I drew Sierra on a page from a book I found at the auction. I never read it, and I never will read it. I think I was watching Jaden Animations when I drew this. Since I don't have the correct tone to be talking about these characters, I'm gonna put the lore up on the screen. And since they're both imps by design, Styx's horns merge in with her halo. This is Andromeda, and she used to be a part of my 2016 sketchbook, and I remember her name used to be Starlet, but I changed that because that was too corny. I was supposed to draw something in the corner after the paint dried, but I think I forgot. And here is the whole family. Also, for some reason, I forgot Dina's eye slit. Some more sticks. I remember she had this huge stuffed bear in Gacha Life, so I kept that in mind when I remade her years later. Georgia, except I tried to erase the paint splatter near her mouth like hell that would work. So I just left her kind of mouthless. These lovebirds again. The bow got on some paint from the other page. Also, I don't know how Heidi's doing that. Nash is actually kind of bulky. My other Roblox OC, Tahina. I remember she was tough as hell, and I was cranking out Roblox edits for her for dear life. She uses a sickle as a weapon, and this is also another Roblox OC. This is Behua. I never ended up buying her because she looked like an e-girl. Also, I'm pretty sure this guy's from Demon Slayer. I drew Claire with some whack-ass markers from the dollar store. The anatomy is butt as well, so moving on. This is just a mix of everybody at this point. This is another Roblox OC. This is Amsa. I actually think Reese looks really cute here. Okay, rich McBitch. Wendy looks like she's on vacation here. She's a damn lucky one. Okay, so here's Georgia and my friend's OC. She remains nameless, sadly, but Georgia definitely contrasts her. Whoa. Whoa. Childhood crush in the house. This is the man King Dice himself. I don't know why he's here, but you can't go wrong with a little bit of some pizzazz. My sister's other Brawl Stars OC, her name is probably Bubblette, bro. I'm gonna have to ask her about the name again. But she drew this. She was trying to like test out the really bad watercolors, and I think she did good. Just a nasty drawing of Reese, bro. I think you could see remnants of the old drawing in the back, but I erased it. Also, Reese likes to act like he pulls, but don't hate, because in 2020 you would have digged his style. Also, there's like some subtle foreshadowing with the blood splatters up here. You guys are gonna see on the next page. So this page is very unfortunate. I drew a lathe for one of my previous videos, but the alcohol markers on the other side bled all the way through. Luckily though, I digitalized this, but I was pretty upset, so let me show you who the culprit is.
What the fuck is that?
This drawing of Nash does get a remake later on in the sketchbook, so it kind of makes me mad that I even drew this in the first place and messed up the other freaking page, but whatever. This is me giving Orlaith her redemption arc after such treachery. I think it worked because she is serving along with her best friend Reina. Guys, when I tell you these two are my goats, I don't play. The plastic surgery I had to do on this page was insane. The page behind it used to be laminated, but I messed up, and usually that wouldn't be a problem, but for Tyler and Andrew, I'll rip off my own freaking trachea if I have to. I remember that I ended up ripping the actual sketchbook paper along with the construction paper, tore off Andrew's lead tan, etc, etc, so I redrew it over here, and I don't think it looks half as good as the first, but oh well. My sister's OC along with her friend, and you can see damage has been done. I have severe OCD, so I felt like I committed a crime, and I was like super distressed about this, but she thought it was cute, so whatever. Ooh, I remember this was a stressful time in my life. It was culminating season in school, and I was locking in like crazy, so I gave myself quite a vacation and drew Yasmin and Cobra. Also, I was watching Ice Cupquake's Party Hard series. This is when I redesigned Eliseo. I ended up giving him a puffer and baggier pants, and this is what the prototypes look like. He looks more like a dog in this drawing though. I drew Caledon and Eliseo because my brain was telling me that I made Eliseo a completely different person after the redesign, so I had to like check if he really was. Do I sound like I wear a straight jacket? This pop-up didn't work once. I don't know why I thought it would work the second time around. Here's a redesign of Wendy too. I liked giving him a suit instead of a casual baby tee, so now she looks like she'd actually collect her taxes. Here's some more Yasmin and Cobra. I thought this drawing was fire, but it's not, but that's okay. Aww, so cute. Here's Tatum. I tweaked her hair a bit to make her bangs protrude more, and I think it's cute. I was going off a pose reference, but I gradually made her float on accident, so I just gave her a block. Some chalk drawings of Orion. I canonically made him have a cheesy smile. He usually doesn't need to, so it's kind of awkward for him. Also, I made his hair more cloud-like because like it signals where he's from. Okay, so we're just drawing anything at this point. I was watching Ryan Trahan again. Bea is back. She's looking very cute. Yeah, the text says she doesn't really do anything because again, I used to play like dumb shit like color towel with my siblings back then. This is my sister's friend's Brawl Stars OC. I don't think I've ever showed her this though. The design is cute. She's like a mute ink character like based off of old cartoons. So I drew my character Maven and plastered some age-old cheat sheets hidden behind my calculator. I drew this one in class with my friend. So this is when I tested Reina with her bangs up. I think it's cute. It probably won't stick though. I remember drawing this Andrew and thinking, damn, this is canonically him, and like, yeah, sure. I've done better now though. Also, I put Stitch there because Drew likes Stitch. Okay, damn, my sister drew these when I was fast asleep. This is Maisie and Fang from Brawl Stars. She also drew Bonnie. I forgot this girl's name, but that doesn't matter because Kenji mogged everyone here. So this is Sumire again, and she looks like she's holding in the craziest part, but this is her out and in nurse uniform. I remember this was a historical moment. This is when I started getting into One Piece, but I haven't actually watched it at the time. I only saw clips. And this drawing in general has no business with One Piece itself, but I remember the characters' personalities in there helped me solidify these guys, so... And here's Reina and Tyler. Tyler is definitely trying to one-up her. She gets pissed off fast. So I got these cute punch-outs and like, that's literally them. So we got Andrew giving us his back, and that's so damn disrespectful. His hair layers look cute here. He cuts his hair from time to time because it annoys him a lot. It's way longer now though. Yo, it looks like I gave Reese a new dog. It doesn't have a name yet, but I'll figure it out. You can give him a name, I don't freaking care. I also really like this drawing of Reese. He looks like a little bit older here, so I'll put like a more canon design of his face like up on the screen. Also, what the butt was I trying to do here with this side profile, bro? Like, he doesn't even look like he's looking anywhere. Aw, here's Nasreen. Her hair's shorter here, and I gave her Robin's outfit from One Piece. Zaydan yet again is still in chibi style, so... Also, when I drew this face, I couldn't stop seeing Bad Baby, like I might be tripping. There's not much to say about this page, but it's Benji. I think it's cute. His hat is off. Okay, Letha's looking kind of chopped cheese here, which is very absurd for her, but it's okay because she's hanging out with her homeboy Tyler. More Reese, and holy, the anatomy looks like poo. Also, I have to talk about the blank space at the top. There was supposed to be a sticker over here, but it was one of those staple stickers that I was complaining about, so it fell off. I remember me and my friend had a free period in school, so we were ranting about anything, and she gave me this purple pen, so I used it to draw Heidi. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a scrap drawing of Amro in the back. I hope you can't. Okay, I remember this part of the sketchbook was starting to get serious. I drew this with like the mindset that if I don't get better at art, I'm gonna be stuck drawing in the same style forever. And this is the part of the video where you see more bearable drawings. Wait, I lied. So I was trying to test out different head perspectives with our lathe, but never mind that because we got the goat Bon Clay over here. Here's Bea again. By default, she is a zombie, so I drew her freaking out over some cake. Yummy! Yasmin, but with her old hairstyle. I don't really like this drawing, sadly. Finally drew some full bodies. This is Eliseo in a tracksuit. I mean, it's alright. Like, he's looking at us like we're interrupting his dump. Benji again. This meme suited him because he's a damn clown. Here's Claire's final redesign. She looks really cute here. I didn't know how to use foreshortening yet, so this looks kind of awkward, but otherwise, I love it. Use the last of my graph paper to draw Benji again. I feel like I draw better on textures that aren't meant for sketching. Also, my friends and I went to see The Mummy in theaters. It was okay. Whoa, I think this drawing of Katia was drawn after I finished the sketchbook. I found a page where Caledon was supposed to be drawn, but I covered over that. Here's a remake of the old Nash drawing. I finally didn't use an eye bleeding color, and thankfully the page after it is safe. I hate how the pencil rubbed off though, because like it's like kind of hard to see. Okay, it felt like it was only natural to make these two aliens meet. I think Parissa's talking about how much she's adapted to Earth, meanwhile Seer can't even tie his shoelaces. Okay, I really love this drawing, but unfortunately the back of the sketchbook got wet while we were moving, so now Heidi looks like a piss monster. I think Nas threw a tin can at her head, so now she's gonna bash his head into a rock. I initially drew Nasreen on Draw Space in Roblox. I don't really like this drawing, but my sister said she did, so that's fine. This one is one of my favorite pages ever. I posted this to my Tumblr and TikTok because I finally did Dina justice. And honest to God, I hate Tumblr. That place is literally the gulag. I don't know why people even like interact there. Bro, it actually pisses me off because people on Tumblr just be saying straight bullshit and people would eat it up. Like if this was on TikTok, everybody would be freaking flaming you. Like what the hell? You're just saying shit and nobody cares. Like it's literally the same equivalent to I didn't know she was holding a plate of corn. Like why are you just saying dumb shit? And then they like post it. Like, no, because like, why did you click post? Like, why did you click post? That's so dumb. Like, no one cares. You have this like weird Tumblr accent where they're like, could you fucking imagine? Like, this shit happened. No, because I don't care. Like, what the hell? Why did you imagine if like an armadillo had foot fungus? Like, who cares? These are some chibis of Eliseo. I think the one with the bow is cute. And I used some of the watercolor and it's pretty faint. It's not that bad, guys. I think this is the only time it like actually came in a clutch. This is Laith. He's a gift OC from one of my mutuals, Star, and his whole thing is that he's like a hopeless romantic who gets teased by countless of their male OCs. So we'll find you love someday, Laith. I also really love this page. Piss Monster is back, but the line weight is super smooth and Cobra is super cute. Oh, the baddie herself. This is an OC ship collab with my friend Mark. Her name is Soleil and Cosmo is her husband. They're the king and queen of Blue Kingdom and guarded after like a huge war took place between red spirits. I'm gonna put the lore up on the screen because I can't talk for Mark. I like this drawing of Georgia. It's so cute. I drew him some felt and stuck it on and it stayed put so far. It was a struggle to draw on the receipt again, so I covered her hand with a sticker, and in your honor, she is very much a cool girl. This is by far the best drawing of Sumire. Everything is so clean and her eye shape is adorable. I really love this page. I'm not really a big fan of this page, but my sister liked it. Thankfully nothing bled through, so I'm gonna cut him some slack. Here's Amro, finally. I really love this drawing and he's cute as hell. So how was Wendy seeing him eye to eye? I promise she's 7 pipes shorter. I have mixed feelings about this drawing. I mean, it's pretty cute, but the anatomy could have been tweaked a bit. Also, I know it's not that time of year, but this is a freaking cute sticker. Ruben again. Since he's a weredog, he usually sleeps in dog form. Totally different though, so take a picture, sign his face, I don't know. I gave Andromeda a fish that sits beside her canvas, but one move and that thing's gonna fall. Alright guys, we made it. These are the last 4 pages of the sketchbook, so brace yourselves. These OCs are part of a friend group and I had gacha videos upon gacha videos lined up for them, but I was waiting to get VideoStar Pro to edit them and I ended up getting VideoStar Pro, which prompted me to do edits instead and quit gacha. Yup, unfortunate, but here's Yuna wearing Luffy's straw hat. She's like a more kooky one of the group and she means no harm. She's very cute. Here's Molly holding a keychain of a character from Assassination Classroom. I actually own this keychain in real life, but I don't know who it is as I've never watched it. Anywho, Molly's more serious and hates tomfoolery. She likes things straightforward and she's a bit hot-headed. Acid is a pretty confident one. He's kind of a know-it-all and sometimes that's beneficial to Molly and sometimes it's not. He's in like a bit of a situationship with Sabretooth, who is here. I'm pretty iffy about this drawing of him because like he looked like he'd be in that horrible Monster High movie. I think I might make it so that these are just nicknames for these 4 and they're actually all humans who think Halloween is every day and dress up for fun. And yup, that is the end of the sketchbook tour. Thank you for watching. I have another sketchbook in the works right now, so I might post about that. Otherwise, I won't be doing YouTube for a hot minute. So goodbye and see you someday.